Have you ever thought of like why do some companies grow like crazy while other struggle even with great products? So in this video we are going to discuss on a very interesting topic, that is customer success. We are going to complete end to end what is it, how things are currently moving in this industry, and much more. So let's get started. So basically when we are discussing in the context of the companies that are having a good growth with the crazy things, it's not just limited nowadays to sales, or it's not just limited to marketing, right? So how it is working, like if we are talking about customer success nowadays. So in this video I'll break down everything from basics to advanced strategies so you can understand how companies retain customers, increase revenue, and build long term goals. So what we are going to discuss, how companies retain customers, right? Increase revenue, right? Increase in revenue and build long term growth, because that is the main factor. So, hey everyone, this is Ayush, and on this channel we simplify business, tech, and real world skills. Today we are diving deep into customer success, a field that is booming, especially in SaaS products, SaaS organizations, startups, and digital businesses. Products that are platforms that are digitally owned, led, and things. So things like that are moving nowadays. And like customer success, what is customer success? Customer success is a proactive approach. Like if we talk about CS, that comes to as proactive approach to ensure that customer achieve their desired outcomes while using our product and service. To achieve desired goals, outcomes, you can name anything, desired outcomes through your platform, product, or service, whatever you render. Let's suppose you are having an e-commerce platform. So a client with who has purchased the subscription or the license of e-commerce platform will be having the desired goal of going live with their e-commerce store. And now phase by phase you will be helping the client to go live with their e-commerce store, right? Like unlike, it's not like support, it's not support. Customer support is reactive approach and customer success is a proactive approach. Here is a lot of things that will be covered. Like customer success, i- if someone asks what is customer success, then I will say it helps help customer achieve the achieve value, leading to retention and leading to growth. In customer success both will come: retention to your platform and services, and it leads to long term growth, right? Now moving to the next point. Now we will be understanding three things: customer success, customer support versus account management. Customer success, customer support, and account management. Right? These three aspects comes into life whenever we are talking about customer success. Whenever a person is onboarded to a platform, a client is onboarded in platform, these three things always comes into play, and customer success sits in the middle of blending experience and revenue. It blends experience. You are providing experience and revenue, right? Once your customer is successful, then the launch or platform usage is got to be certain. So sometimes you will be hearing that customer success is people are understanding it like it as a support, but it's not as. For like long thing short, I will say customer support is a reactive thing, right? Customer support is reactive, purely reactive. What do you mean by reactive? Reactive means solves problem. I will say whenever a problem is raised by a client, they solve it, right? So let's suppose something is not working and you raise a support ticket for that, so that the issue gets addressed and resolution is done. Customer success prevents problem, that's why we call as proactive, right? Customer success prevents problem, that's why we call it as proactive approach, because in the SaaS industry everything needs to be proactive. You need to take decisions, you need to take and provide long term solutions or any workarounds that could achieve the desired objectives. Let's suppose if you are in the customer success and a client comes up that, hey, this is my requirement and I would like to achieve with your platform. So you need to have a understanding of the requirement, understand the scope of it, objective of it. Then you will have a look on the current platform features, whether it is including any features, or is it a customization, or uh, is it in a customization, or what, or how you can achieve that. Is it a long term short thing, or could be achievable or not achievable? So how does it think? So that's why we call it blending experience with revenue. You are being in a customer success field, you are blending the experience with the revenue to the cost and generating revenue for the platform. So once the platform is achievable, you need to provide the resolution that, hey, there is this type of steps are there to achieve this objective, and you can implement it on the platform like this. So long term short questions, you have to provide the experience to the customer on your platform, that is that, and assure them that this experience will never be given, never be provided from someone else. Otherwise the customer will not get to be retained. Why customer success matters, right? The question arises a lot. Why customer success matters? Let's understand why companies invest heavily in customer success. So there are few points that I will illustrate here. Like retention is cheaper than acquisition. Retention is way cheaper than acquisition. Acquisition, though it will bring new money, but retention is much more appreciated and thought like, and it's increased customer lifetime value. Let's suppose you onboard a customer and the next month he says like he's not feeling that the platform is serving the purpose. Then what do you do? That's why customer success team comes into play, that is increase customer lifetime value, right? This is second point. Third point would be reduces churn. Let's suppose you are the customer success manager, right? And one day the client comes up and says that due to this reason, due to the pricing factor, due to the discounting factor, due to some of the features factor or something, they are looking for some other platform or services, right? So it reduces churn by you need to address the customer with a proper resolution, workaround, or things, or any product prioritization, feature prioritization things, or providing any customization that could help them retain and reduce the churn. Because things if are very much clear to the client much appreciates that. And the fourth and the most important part that I have also been a part of, like drives upsell and cross sell, drives upselling and cross selling. Let's suppose, what does this mean by upselling and cross selling? I'll just share a short example here. Let's suppose a person is on like there are three types of plan in for your SaaS product. One is business, then comes enterprise, and is you have one platinum plan, right? The client is on business plan but is looking for a feature that is available on enterprise, and uh, he doesn't want to upgrade his plan to enterprise. Let's say if he's not willing to upgrade to enterprise plan directly, because all other features and things are no use at the stage where the business is, but he is liking to have that plan. Then what you will do? You have to upsell this. You have to have internal discussions or something, and you have to upsell this particular feature, get it enabled on the business plan, and help him to this will what will this will drive the value first thing. Okay, customer lifetime value will increase. Customer will appreciate that the enterprise organization understands and respects their requirement and value. Second thing is generate revenue, and customer lifetime cycle will also be increased. The CLV, customer lifetime value, will increase. So here comes in the play. This could not be done by any other team like customer support or any other team. So as a customer success team, you need to manage everything. Let's suppose with a quick example of we'll take off Amazon or Netflix, right? So in because they win because they ensure customer satisfaction is continuously. Like now let's talk numbers, because when you don't measure you can't improve. All right. So Amazon provides some value, Netflix provides another value to its customers. Let's suppose Amazon, what it does, it provides the seller to take their business online. See, the customer success team ensures the seller is onboarded correctly, has the knowledge of the product they are going to use, right? Helps them set up their environment, implement the environment, and then proceed further, and help them launch their store on Amazon. So this way, the this is combination of things that helps to from a basic thing from zero to one strategy, I would say, that helps the seller to get to live to on the Amazon platform and sell their products. So the customer success team would be taking care of all those type of stuffs. Next thing, metrics. When it comes to metrics in customer success, what all metrics are most important? Churn rate. If the churn rate is high, it depicts that the platform is not serving its purpose, right? Customers will leave. Customer leave if the churn rate should always be low. That's why a client should not leave your platform due to some XYZ reasons, and proper understanding should always be there between the product. If he feels not comfortable with the product, he will leave the platform, he or she. Second thing is retention rate is always measured in the metrics. How many customers are retained? It should be high, right? Then comes customer lifetime value, as we discussed. It should increase always, and we should try to have the portfolio at a good numbers. Then comes net promoter score, NPS. Okay, and last will be customer health score. Customer health score, right? After all these things have been done, like customer health score is something like combination of sorry, customer health score, I would say, is the combination of usage plus engagement and satisfaction. Like you need to keep the client engaged throughout your product experience and satisfy the customer with their requirement. Yeah. Now we are moving forward to customer success life cycle. Life cycle of the customer success. How it goes. So let's get started. The first thing we do is onboarding. Onboarding the customer on the platform, right? First, the customer is onboarded. Second, adoption. We are measuring adoption at each level. Whenever we are giving any type of documents, supporting, training, so we are measuring adoption. Third, engagement. Is the client using your platform to achieve their desired objective? Are they engaging? Are they updating the details? Let's suppose you are in e-commerce platform, and you have to, you are providing training, onboarding, everything, and engaging the customer. So you need to have a quarterly measure, monthly connects, that the platform is being engaged by the client. Then fourth comes retention. In case if there is something that the customer is willing to have and is not available as of the date, then you need to have a long discussion and conversations with the customer, have their understanding, and help them to retain. And always expansion. Expansion is the part that is very much important for a client, for a platform to grow, for a client also to grow. Onboarding, I would say, in all these steps, onboarding is the most critical step. That is the first impression. Adoption is, are they actually using the product? Engagement, how frequently and deeply are they, you see, you should have the logs that the client is logging in into the platform, engaging with the things, doing the xyz whatever it is. Retention, like if they are willing to stay, what is the current status, if there are any new requirements or something. And expansion, do they spend more if they are having any customizations or willing to have some new feature included in the plan or something like that. Then expansion comes into the play. Now we will talk about roles of the role of a customer success manager, CSM. So the first, a customer success manager is not just support agent, they are strategic partners. You should always remember this. You are not a support agent. Support agent is you are a strategic partner. You are driving value from one platform to another business, right? A business is having some issue. Let's suppose take an example of Salesforce. A business is having in issues in their sales life cycle, right? Now they reached out to Salesforce, okay? Salesforce purchased their plan, got the licenses, done everything. Then what will come into the play? The CSM will come into the play. You are a partner and a bridge between the Salesforce and the client. Okay. You need to provide the perfect onboarding, measure all the engagement, then on along with the journey, you will behave like a partner and drive value with your product called Salesforce to the end client. So he is having all the comfortability on using the reports, using the stages and measuring each things. Understand? So when it comes to the CSM, that the very first responsibility is understand customer goals. Understand the customer goals. Ensure that the product is adopted accurately. What you do for product adoption? You will set up meetings, okay? Help them implement, train them, coach them, and in case if there are any questions, you need to address all those things. Conduct business reviews. You need to conduct business reviews, that how the platform is helping them to achieve their desired goals. Are they facing any concern? What all is there available that they are looking to explore out? You need to identify the risk and opportunities. Risk of losing the client and opportunity to upsell or cross sell or retain the client with something. Like let's suppose there is particular plan on which the customer has been onboarded, they are not using all of the features but something. Let's suppose their requirement is x, that can be achieved in the current plan. So this is your opportunity to get in, implement it for the client, and help them to set it up, right? And drive renewals and upsells is always your last one of the most important. Drive revenue both for your client and your platform, and upsell things like any kind of new customizations, integrations. There are a lot of things that comes into customer success, right? In case of you have any questions, any concerns or anything, please drop your comments. I'll surely revert you. In case if you want some more understanding on things, I'll surely do the same. I'll surely reply, come up with new sessions, not new things. Another thing, customer success tools. What are the tools customer success team use? Tools. So they will use CRM tools first. CRM could be anything like Salesforce is also CRM. I think most of the teams across industry uses Salesforce, Zendesk, right? These are some few top tools. There are also HubSpot is there now, and there are few other CRM tools that are being used always in this industry. The second thing is that customer success platforms are there. Communication tools is like G Suite on Gmail. If you are using any project management tool, you can communicate on Slack. Apart from this, for external communication, people mostly use Basecamp, right? So these are certain tools that are used broadly to manage things. Sheets is always used, right? See, now one best thing is this common challenges I am going to discuss. If you got any other tools, you can always help me know. There are these are some just common tools for internal project management. You will be using Jira always. Might be Jira is one of the mostly widely used tool when you are in the field of customer success or project management or project coordinations, like things. Okay. Now coming to the next part, challenges in the customer success. You should be aware of that there are challenges, and that is really one thing that should be concerned. Churn. Customer if silently moves out of the platform. So you need to stop this. If there you are seeing that there are customers that are moving silently out of the platform, you need to address the concerns and issues, connect with them. Lack of engagement. Let's suppose if you are not engaging with the customer on a, I think, some basis, recurring weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, sync ups. So I think this is something like you have to decide according to your standard operating procedures and SLAs. So lack of engagement should always be there after the pre-onboarding, onboarding, post-onboarding, everywhere. Engagement is must require that uh, you are taking the business, you are taking the platform, you are taking their organization as part of yourself, and you are successfully driving it. Some things is like misaligned expectations. Most of the organizations have something issues like this during sales or something. There are something that have been discussed that is misaligned. Let's suppose a particular thing service you provide, but it is an add-on, and customer feels like it is included in the feature plan only, in the plan. So this is one of the most negative aspects, like if the expectations are more wrong, I would say. So here what we can do, you can calm the customers, provide them the clarity, right clarity with the right approach. First listen, understand, and then clarify the client that this is not possible, this is something that we are not providing or something. Last is poor onboarding. If the customer is not feeling confident with your product, then the onboarding issues, if the poor onboarding is there, if the client is not facing, not accepting that the product, or not feeling the confidence that your platform is solving their business use cases and things, then that is one of the part that are some of the common challenges. Let's suppose a customer, there are few clients that drives engagement fast, get lives faster, understand everything. There are few customers who are like slowly you need to progress with them. Slowly you need to define all the criterias and then push them live, right? So in all the cases, just you have to have the understanding and engagement and measure the impact that how the customer is engaging the platform, driving the training and sessions whatever you are providing, right? Like, this is something like most churn doesn't happen suddenly, it builds silently. Silence means churn. So what are the best practices that you can follow in case if you are looking for a role in the customer success management and you are going forward? So customer success is one of the fastest career growing path today, right? There are a lot of opportunities. So what you can do, personalize customer experience. This is very much required. Not all customers are the same. One size will never fit all. Personalize customer experience. Then you have to proactive communication, right? Proactive communication is one more part. Educate customers regularly. Like, to drive the most engagement, you need to educate customer regularly on the platform that they can use this, you can use this feature. If they are underutilizing any feature, you should always mention, yeah, here you go, you need to use this and this will solve this business use case. Is there something like this is your north star or something? And use data to predict churn. Like, if you are seeing anything like the client is less engaging with the platform, less logins are happening, or having any, there is lack of clarity, now the customer is moving silently 1 month, you have not heard anything from them, any issues or any task or any requirement, then you should reach out to the client and, like, is there some, and understand that is there something that they need assistance with, is there something they are looking forward to, and like this. CSD, customer success, is one of the fastest growing career path today, and mostly the roles could be customer success executive, right? This could be the opening role. You can also find as project coordinator. Okay. uh Coordinator is also the same, customer success executive is also the same. Then moving forward, some of the other roles are CSM, customer success manager, which we have discussed. Then experience lead, CEL is something, customer success experience lead, or head of the customer success, something like that. And yeah, these are some of the most prominent role in this domain. And after that, the most primarily skill, I would say, should be problem solving, is one of the skill that is highly required. Data analysis is required. Okay. Then coming to the understanding, like, you should have the product understanding. Even you are hired on the role of customer success manager, customer success executive, you should understand the product beautifully so that you can drive the outcomes. Really, got it? And most important, what we are currently doing, what I am currently doing, is communication. I am communicating you this information, that how, what is customer success, why companies are using, how you can drive the field. Is my communication clear, sir? I hope communication is really clear, right? Now, the future of the customer success is like with AI, automation, analytic. Customer success is becoming more predictive and scalable. Companies are moving from reactive, proactive, then now they are moving to predictive success, right? So, this is something very important. Another part, one more last thing, I would take your bit of time, where we are going to quickly cover team structure. Customer success is not one role anymore. Okay. Now it is not no more a one role thing, right? Now there are multiple opportunities in the customer success domain. Let me tell you. First is onboarding specialist. Oh, again, sorry for that. First role is onboarding specialist. Onboarding specialist or implementation manager, you can say. Okay, onboarding specialist or implementation manager is the same thing, I would say. Like, they will help you onboard and ensure a smooth transition and value adoption, right? Onboard, implement, setup, right? This is onboarding specialist thing part. Next come CS operations, CS ops. CS operations is another role which is much more higher, I would say, that optimizes processes, tools, and reporting to drive customer outcomes, right? You can think of SOPs, SLAs, and all, defining of the thing, right? Standard operating procedures, um, reaching out back to customer. Mostly it focuses on customer outcomes. Then comes renewal manager. They will help client to renew the platform, to retain them, drive retention, expansion, and if they will be having any upsell opportunities, they will do that, right? Mostly I will say retention and upsell and renewal, like addressing any customer current constraints, issues, identifying more opportunities, and more thing. There is also something like technical account manager. Let's suppose a client is looking for any technical integration or technical solutions. Let's suppose a client is looking for any API integration. So here the technical account manager comes to the play, right? The technical account manager will only address all those solutions. Customer education is something that is mostly in the onboarding part or the CSM part. Okay, customer education in some organization they have kept as a separate role, but I would say that it is mostly a part of CSM and onboarding. Like, you need to at the time of onboarding you educate the customer. Rest is customer support. This is part of now customer success only, and customer support is a reactive thing. A issue comes up, the customer support addresses it, acknowledges it, tracks it, identifies, provide the resolution, and closes the ticket. Ticket closed. So this way things are managed, and I would say that this is really great, good. If you want to build a customer success or grow your business, this is the skill you cannot ignore, right? If you found this valuable, if you found the whole video valuable, like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more deep insights, and comment below, do you want a video on how to become a customer success manager step by step? If not, if you want some other platform videos, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. We are be building here tech, all the technical solutions, all the things, and we will be having these understandings always, right? And here we simplify business, tech, and real world skills. So here we are going to discuss always that like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching the video.